What's up, guys? Alexis Downie here with Icebreakers. The free agency frenzy has continued over the past week, and we've certainly seen some big names come off of that list. At the top of the list, Alex Pietrangelo, the former St. Louis Blues captain, signed a 7-year deal with the Vegas Golden Knights. Also in Vegas, the goaltender situation has continued. Robin Lehner locking down a 5-year contract with the team. That left veteran Marc-Andre Fleury in question, but he is expected to stay with the team and remain as the backup to Lehner. A signing that was a bit surprising was Joe Thornton to the Toronto Maple Leafs on a 1-year deal. The 41-year-old spent 15 seasons with the San Jose Sharks. After the signing, his teammates took to Twitter to express their love and best wishes for the longtime Shark. In other news this week, Ottawa Senators' 3rd overall pick Tim Stutzlas suffered a broken arm and will undergo surgery. The NHL is not set to begin until January 1st, so he will have some time between now and then. And sticking with the draft theme, the Detroit Red Wings were one of the teams that had one of the more successful drafts. I caught up with Red Wings host Daniella this week to talk about what the build has looked like.
Well, Alexis, you can definitely see the direction that Steve Yzerman wants to take this team in. And his idea of building a team is always done through the draft. And I think most GMs want to build their teams through the draft if, in fact, they are in a rebuild. So we'll start with that. 12 picks is huge. They entered the draft with 11 picks. And after 4 trades, they ended up with 12 picks. So they acquired a lot of really talented hockey players, including Lucas Raymond, Theodore Niederbach. I'm sure we'll get into those guys a little bit more. But as we know in the NHL, it takes a few years for these prospects to actually get into the Red Wing system. And a lot of these guys are probably going to be playing overseas for the 2021 season. So I don't think we'll see any of these guys in Detroit right away. But like I said, it's good to have all of these prospects together. And you can see that we are building a really nice core of young hockey players.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Lucas Raymond, the 1st-round draft pick, 4th pick overall. What is he expected to bring to the Wings eventually when he does get to that level?
Well, he is more of a playmaker, which is actually why we were talking about there are 2 Swedish wingers who were rated really high in the draft in Lucas Raymond and Alexander Holtz. And a lot of us leaned more towards Holtz because he seemed to be the pure goal scorer. And when I say us, I mean us as media, not anybody related with the Red Wings organization and anybody who was actually making the pick. But when we were making our guesses, Alexander Holtz, we thought had a leg up. But then when they took Lucas Raymond, we started reading more into him, and his ability to make plays is obviously there. His size was one thing that people questioned, but when we talked to him, he said he's been beefing up a bit. He's gaining some weight. He's getting ready to be an NHL caliber player.
And looking at the free agent signing, so Bobby Ryan specifically, talk about that signing and how he's going to impact the young team.
I think it's a really exciting signing for the Red Wings. Again, it's a short-term deal, and he really wants to prove himself in the NHL. We know that he went through some personal struggles last season, and when he did come back, he was playing really well. He had a hat trick in one of the games, but he didn't get to play very many games after his return because the NHL shut down. So I think he is ready to make a return. I think he's super healthy. I think his veteran presence will be great for some of our young forwards on the team and some of our young defensemen. And you can tell when talking to him, he joined us via Zoom for a press conference, that he really wants to be in Detroit. And that's true with all of the free agents that Steve Yzerman has signed over the past week here. They all want to be in Detroit. And with a team that only won 17 games last year, it's kind of surprising. It's amazing that they want to be here. Steve Yzerman is doing a really good job. The players are doing a really good job, and these guys want to win.
So the team signed a new netminder in Thomas Greiss, a veteran. What do you think about this pickup?
Well, that's another thing. We knew they were going to get a goalie in free agency after letting Jimmy Howard go. And Jimmy Howard and Jonathan Bernier split time for the most part last season, but Jimmy Howard did not put up very impressive numbers. So you look at Jonathan Bernier being that #1 goaltender. And I think Thomas Greiss is a perfect fit again for the Red Wings. He's going to be the guy that he's going to get a lot of playing time. And that's something that he wanted. And I don't know this for sure. This is going to be a Coach Jeff Blashill, Steve Yzerman decision, whether it's going to be a 50-50 split. But my prediction would be that he's going to take 50% of the games, and then whoever's hot, that's the guy you ride, right? So whoever's playing well at that moment, you ride them for the next few games. But we could be facing a condensed season. We don't really know exactly what's going to be happening with the 2021 season. So if you're going to be playing a lot of back-to-backs, things like that, Thomas Greiss is definitely going to get his fair share of opportunities here in Detroit.
Those were my icebreakers. I'm Alexis Downie. Tune in next time for more coverage of the NHL.